Hello and welcome, this is Rooflemonger. So in this edition of Let's Learn Dragon Ball FighterZ, we're going to be talking about fuzzy guarding. And I just want to say before anything else, this video is actually inspired by a very fantastic tweet by a gentleman named Samada AK, and you'll find that tweet in the video description of him just showing a bunch of good fuzzy guard setups. I'm like, oh hey, I never made a video about this, so I might as well, right? Now, what is fuzzy guarding? So, and actually, just another way to diverge for a second, as a long-time fighting game player, fuzzy guarding literally means different things depending on what kind of game you're playing. Fuzzy guard in Street Fighter or Dragon Ball is different than a fuzzy guard Dead or Alive or Virtual Fighter, which is a whole nother thing. Anyways, okay, so what is fuzzy guarding? So, generally speaking, in Dragon Ball FighterZ, the fuzzy guard concept is simply this. Obviously, whenever an opponent comes at you with any kind of jumping move, you have to block the move standing, right? So jumps are always overheads, and any kind of overhead move you have to block standing. And also, generally speaking, after an enemy's, aerial offense, as soon as he's on the ground, you're going to be like, oh, hey, now it's time to down back, because, I want to block whatever low is going to come next, right? And the fuzzy guard technique exploits exactly that. So, after you block a move, you're basically left standing just for a split second. Even if you're holding down back, you have to still remain standing, and you do not immediately, on frame 1, transition from standing to down back. And this exploits exactly that. So I'm just going to show you a quick example here with Bardock on Android 16. So right now, Android 16, he is set to crouching, and he will guard first only, meaning if there's a gap, he'll let go of his guard. So we're going to go in with an instant overhead, so he will stand, because he is on the switch setting here, so he'll block that correctly. Now let's see what happens here. So I'm going to go in, and now let's try this. Oh hey, that jumping jab hit him. Normally can't hit him, like there's nothing I can do to make him hit a crouching 16 normally at all whatsoever. But since his hitbox is raised in that period after the standing guard, even though he's trying to crouch and block, he simply won't be able to defend the move, because obviously when he down backs, you're not allowed to block, a jumping attack. And then obviously we can make this a lot more savage, because we can do like this and do like full combo, that kind of stuff. And that's just one example here. So once again, one more time just to reiterate, a standing foe, when trying to transition into a crouching block position, will even after, the initial block, remain standing for just a small amount of frames while he's trying to transition into the down back motion. And in that point, he is vulnerable to having his hitbox extended, meaning moves that would normally not be able to hit him. Crouching, which, obviously would hit him standing, as you can see here. He will be be treated basically as a standing character in that regard, yet since you're holding down back, you are no longer able to block and you will be overheaded. So we're just going to show you one more character example before we kind of break down the particulars here. So we're going to switch over to Super Saiyan Goku, and we're going to show you a very similar style setup. So once again, he's going to be set to block, and he's also going to block overheads, but then he's going to try to transition into that crouching guard. So just a similar style example just to show you. So a big part of what makes fuzzy guards, especially in this game anyways, is character height. So generally speaking, shorter characters, like say your Gotenks of the world, they are simply, even standing, he is just so low to the ground that no instant jab overhead kind of setup on the fuzzy guard is really ever going to hit him. So he doesn't have to worry about that. Characters, obviously like Broly, Cell, 16 as we showcased on, even poor old Beerus and people like Zamasu and like, they are a lot taller standing, so they're going to be a lot more susceptible to this technique. It is unfortunate, that's kind of the price you pay for being a big character, and you don't really get any benefits for being big either. It's kind of only a handicap to be big in this game. There's no upside to it, but whatever. That is generally the basis of the technique. So, we obviously got Broly here. So once again here, we got him to crouch. And once you know it, there we go. I can't hit him with that jump jab, once again, normally at all. But due to the nature of the fuzzy guard setup, when he's trying to crouch block, I smack him as an overhead, meaning he has to get hit and I get a full combo. Even poor old Beerus, he still has to worry about those kind of setups, as you can see there. So once again, these are going to be different character to character. The tweet that inspired this video, once again, check it in the video description. It'll show you a bunch of examples that can get those creative juices flowing. And some are more universal than others. Some are going to be more on the strictly, very tall characters like, Cell or Broly or something like that. But it's a very strong concept, and it's a great can opener. Because It's almost never on anybody's mind, you know, oh, I just, you know, blocked a double overhead, I'm not worried about the triple overhead, and then, hey, here we go, and the triple overhead leads to full combo, right? So it's a very strong part of any game, and if you are playing against a character that the setup can work on, then absolutely always keep it in mind. Anyways, that's it for this video, so thank you very much for watching. If this video has found you well, go out and play some Dragon Ball.